Hey there, folks. It is Rob. Welcome back to the channel. It is time for the ABCs of Horror Challenge. Once again, I am on letter C. If you haven't seen some of my other videos, definitely check them out. As well as other people who are participating in this challenge, definitely check out their videos. But the whole challenge is to review a horror film that starts with the corresponding letter of the alphabet. So you start with letter A, go all the way to Z. That is the whole challenge. You can go at your own pace. There's no time limit. You just have to go from A to Z. So the movie I picked for letter C is a film that most people know about, but I don't feel like it gets talked about enough. And the movie is Crawl. Now, I saw this movie in the theaters, and I was blown away. It is a creature feature, but it's also a survival film, like a natural disaster mixed with, alligators. So it is, it's got the best of both worlds. But man, yeah, this film blew me away. When you talk about crocodile films or alligators, there's a lot of them out there. Of course, Alligator, Lake Placid, Rogue, Primeval. The list goes on. But I feel like Crawl is up there with those. It is very, very good. Visually, it looks great. But it was directed by Alexandre Aja, who does, I really like his directing skills. I think he's a very good director. But this is considered to be a 2019 American natural horror film. And it was produced by Sam Raimi. But it's basically about a father and daughter who find themselves trapped in a crawl space of their home while there's a Category 5 hurricane going on. And while they're trapped, they are preyed upon by alligators. And I think the alligators actually look pretty good in this movie. But here's the thing. This movie kind of keeps you on the edge of your seat. It's very suspenseful with these alligators. First they're in a certain place and then they're in another place and you think they're there, but they're really somewhere else. And it's like, it's very, I don't know, like I find myself biting my nails a lot with this movie. But like I said, visually, it looks great. Like there's a part where the girl she's driving on the road and you can see the storm coming. And there's like this faraway shot of what it looks like in the background while she's driving. And I'm like, wow, that just looks great. I don't know if it was just the big screen, but watching it on a regular TV, it looks like that too. But seeing it on the big screen just really makes a difference. This had a budget of like 13 to 15 million. It was like an estimated budget. And it made 91.7 million at the box office. So it definitely made some money. But yeah, this basically the father and daughter have to try to figure out how to survive. It's also, like I said, it's like a survival film, like from a natural disaster, as well as trying to get away from these alligators. And there are scenes where the alligators actually attack people. There's these people trying to like rob this gas station place, and while the hurricane's happening, and then the alligators go after this like one girl and start eating her and stuff. Like there are some really cool scenarios. So yeah, just for the budget alone, it definitely doesn't feel like a low budget film. It doesn't feel that way because, like I said, everything looks good, and I even think the acting is good too. But like I said, where it shines here is the special effects. I think that's what makes it all worthwhile. And it says right there, a suspenseful thrill ride. And that's what it is. It definitely is suspenseful. And I just think everyone did a great job here. So, Yeah, that's my pick for letter C. Wanted to go with a film, that pretty much everyone knows about, but no one really talks about it. That's the thing about this. I mean, hell, I think people talk about Lake Placid more than this film. So, or even the original Alligator, or even Alligator 2. So, this is the one I wanted to mention. And it was really nice to revisit it because I think the last time I did see it was in the theater. And when it came out on Blu-ray, I didn't bother to even watch it. I don't know why. Maybe because I was just collecting all kinds of stuff, and it just sat on my shelf. So it still holds up. Like I said, I had that kind of same experience in the theater. Um, you know, just looking at it and visually being amazed. It was great. So this is my recommendation to you guys. If you haven't seen the movie Crawl, definitely give it a watch. Whether you're into like alligator films or not, I still think, like I said, this is one of the best out there. So, all right. Thanks for watching this. My next video for the ABCs of Horror Challenge will be letter D, and you'll have to tune in to see what movie I pick for the letter D. And like I said, go check out others who are doing the ABCs of Horror Challenge, and go check out their letter Cs and what they picked. And if you want to participate, please do so. Like I said, there's no time limit. You just basically have to go through the entire alphabet. You have to pick a horror film and go from A to Z. You pick the horror film, like for the letter A, pick a horror film, starts with the letter A, watch it and review it. That's all you have to do. The real challenge here is to see if you can get through the entire alphabet. There are tons of horror films out there, so you should have no problem with it. And this is also a great way to maybe watch some horror films that you've maybe heard of but just never seen. And by going through the alphabet, maybe you'll get that chance to watch them. So there's a lot of benefits with the challenge. So, anywho, thanks for watching this, and I'll see you guys next time.